exactly.
Her poor dog a bone.
She goes to get the dog
a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none.
Is there more to that than I? That's all I remember. Is there further verses? Does she finally get a bone? Does she go on an adventure?
What you mean? The second verse is, then she looked in the fridge and realised that's where she kept the bones, and so the dog was laughing.
Exactly.
No, there isn't another verse.
That's all of it.
I think so. Even though I went to the cupboard to get a bottle of bone, when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none. No, I think that's the end of it. I think it's a moral. I think it's a moral that.
What's the moral?
Well, if you got a dog, keep some bones in the cupboard.
Yeah. Right. Because I always, even as a kid, I remember thinking that it's quite a tragic sort of picture they paint. I imagine maybe she's lost.
It's short, isn't it?
It is short.
It's over, isn't it? That's amazing.
But I always wondered whether perhaps she's had a nervous breakdown. Maybe her husband's died recently. She's just not got any food.
She doesn't know. She
doesn't really know what's going on. The dog's yapping away. Eventually, she kind of wakes out of this kind of depressed stupor. She goes to the cupboard. There's nothing there. It's just a really depressing, morbid sort of tale. I don't know if maybe it's originated from something in history. I know that Jack and Jill went up the hill and they fell down again.
That's a story about illicit lovers.
That's apparently based on that. And obviously, Ring of Roses. It dates back to plague times. So I don't know about Hubbard. Humpty Dumpty. Not so sure about this. This is something I remember as a kid thinking, at what point was it decided that Humpty Dumpty was a giant Eggman?
I don't know.
Because there's nothing in the actual rhyme. There's no actually, it's not Humpty Dumpty,
it's not,
the Eggman's animal.
I don't know. My concern is more his parents were a little bit cruel, because if you are the Dumpties of, say, Surrey, don't call your firstborn Humpty.
Yeah.
Because straight away, it's going to be embarrassing for him at school, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know when I'm just saying, I'm trying to go all the things on. Is that it as well?
That's all of it.
Oh,
and
God.
Also, I don't mean to be pedantic, because I know it's a children's
Is it like an Edward Lear thing, or just before that, is it?
But I don't mean to be pedantic again, but if you've got a giant Eggman and he's fallen into bits, all the king's men, fine, they're there, they can piece that together again. Don't send horses in.
No, because
that's just a whole eggy, horsey mess.
Enough. They're going to make it worse.
They're just going to be standing on it.
They are going to make it worse.
It's not.
Just standing on it. Get the horse that way. No, he's definitely not.
But again, maybe I'm sure some of the, the
it was probably,
people...
is it pre-Lewis Carroll, or if it's Lewis Carroll, it just came with the illustration.
I guess so.
He gave it to someone to illustrate. I go, illustrate Humpty Dumpty. He goes, we've made him an egg.
Yeah, a sort of egg with eyes and a face.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose because the moral of that is if you're fragile, if you're an enormous egg,
Mr. Dumpty, I'll get down from the wall, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, there'll be no medical...
ways to happen.
Yeah. I don't know, Carl, what was your favourite nursery rhyme when you were growing up?
Didn't really do that much reading as a kid.
You're joking.
You surprised me.
You're joking.
What's the one with loads of people in a bed? What's that one?
Oh, there was one of the bears and the little one said, roll over. Yeah.
No, because that's not really even got a story to it, is it? That's
just... Hold on, though. I'll stop you there. It doesn't even say people. It says there was 10 in the bed and the little one. Little what? They could be anything. I don't know what they are. Roll over. And they all rolled over and one fell out. There was 9 in the bed and the little one said, roll over.
Now, where is the little one in the bed?
I don't know. But worse than that, what has he got over the other 9?
That he can demand they roll out the bed.
Why is no one getting back in?
Yeah, they're just lying on the floor.
We're here now. Yeah. I don't know.
How does that end as well? Where's that going?
It goes on. There was one in the bed, and the little one said, again, he just says, presumably telling himself to roll over.
Yeah.
There was one in the bed, and there was a roller. So he rolled over, and one fell out. That's him. There was none in the bed, and the little one said, roll over. So now he's calling the shots, presumably laying on the pile of other...
They're just still rolling around.
I don't know, Carl. We've got to look into this. If anyone knows why Dumpty was an egg, if Hubbard eventually found a dog a bone, and what was the little one doing? What did the little one think he was doing, for God's sake?
When I saw my dad last year, he was telling me about a fella who's got some clothes you can see through. What's that one?
You don't mean the Emperor's New Clothes?
Yeah, what's that one about?
Well, that's a genuinely good little parable.
Yeah, because it's now used for people who are scared to sort of slag something off because it's sort of like really cool and they don't want to be the one that shouts it, and then one person goes, hold on.
Very briefly, Carl, very briefly, the king wants some new clothes, right? He's the king. He goes, who's going to make me some new clothes? Various people come to me, he says, I don't like that, it's not interesting enough. One guy, who's just a bit of a con artist, he comes along, he goes, I've made you this magic suit, look, and it's nothing. He goes, put it on. The king puts on nothing, because there is nothing, but thinks there's something, because, he wants to buy into it and everything.
And he goes, it's the finest stitching. He goes, look at it, can you see it? They ask that only a genius can see how good this suit is. And the king goes, yeah, it's brilliant, yeah, it's great. And he goes out, and just, is it a woman or a little kid?
Well, everyone's applauding it. They're going, look, Ray, even though his tackle's hanging out, he's nothing.
Even though he's got a king size sort of like bit of meat and two veg, wobbling, dragging down the street.
Exactly. And then one little boy goes, "You're not wearing anything."
The king is in the Altogether. Know that one?
Well, did anyone else buy one? I was.
Oh. Okay, play record. Play record.
Oh, just play a song.
Jeez. Travis, writing to reach you on XFM 104.9, right?
A couple of emails here trying to respond to our requests for nursery rhyme related information.
Oh, go on.
Nikki Williams says that she was at infant school and she had a nursery rhyme book, and in the book, and this may just be the illustrations, but apparently the 10 in the bed in there were small baby monkeys, which you'll be loving, Carl. But again, I suspect that might just be the illustration.
Yeah. I remember I had a book of nursery rhymes when I was little, and my brother, it was